Let's try it again. Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I didn't really have any idea on how to actually do this hangout, so I was going to do the hangout, and I'll bring you guys hangout number 1, or CulBlu hangs out, or, oh my bad, CulBlu OnAir, right, I forgot, I named that one. CulBlu OnAir, hashtag number 1, look at all the tech. And the reason why I did this one is because I'm going to do a series of videos on this vlog channel. By the way, it's posted to the vlog channel, so if you guys are new to the vlog channel, welcome. If you guys are coming from my Dota stuff, welcome to my vlog channel. This is where I will post all the future vlogs, because I want to keep my Dota stuff and my vlog stuff separate, because a lot of people like to watch me because of my commentary, and they don't necessarily care for all the vlog things, and some people might be interested in the vlog things. So I just made 2 channels. This is make it simplified, so I don't lose anybody over the whole entire vlog movement and whatnot. But anyway. So it's a basic introduction to this channel. I will have like an intro thing soon, but this vlog is about all the tech that I've gotten recently, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I will be doing a series of videos for the vlog channel, that is, called Why Did I Get, or WDIG, and the reason why I want to do those videos is because I want to talk about some of the things I got, why I got them, maybe justify it a little bit, maybe makes myself feel a little bit less guilty for buying so much random stuff that I definitely have wanted for a while, but I finally have them in my hands and I feel like a rich boss. So let me go ahead and shoot this out to everybody. Say, hey guys, I'm live. Let me do that. Let's see. Oh boy, too many buttons. Okay, there we go. And while I'm doing this, feel free to leave questions if you guys are checking me out on the whole entire thing. I see. Nice. If you guys are checking me out on the or watching this live, feel free to pose questions. I will get to them, every single one of them, and answer them. That is my goal for this hangout. And like I said, this one's kind of like off the cuff. I don't really have like a set thing, or list of things to say. And I'm looking for the Dota 2 community. There we are. I don't really have a set list of things to say. I'm just going to talk about all the random tech that I got. Like I said before, like a million times already. So, alright. And I want to go to live streaming events and say I'm live. And once I do that, I'll be very satisfied and very happy. So anyway, if you guys watch this a little bit later on YouTube, my apologies for the random awkwardness, because I didn't set this up before, because I had to deal with some things like clothes and issues and stuff. So, actually don't want to post this here because I see it's posted there twice and I don't want to be that guy. So anyway, if you guys don't know I'm live. There. If you guys are watching this later on YouTube, welcome to the thing. So let's go ahead and get started with the content, because I've been going on for like at least 3 minutes about random stuff. So first and foremost, of all the tech that I have, I think the most fanciest of all the techs, actually no, I'm going to start from the cheapest and go to the most expensive relative to what I remember. And I don't have everything in one spot, and I'm very upset about that. But I'll figure it out. Okay, I got one thing way over there. I'll be back. Actually, I had 2 things. My bad. All right, so I got a few things back. Let's see. I got a whole entire 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. Of course, there's 6. And oh yeah, 7. Haha. So I got 7 things to talk about. I'm gonna give you guys a brief justification. Oh, 8. Let's go with 8. Sure. I'm just like finding all the random tech that I have around me and just throwing it into the queue of things I will talk about. And like I said, the Why Did I Get series will be, or Why Did I Get video series will be kind of counted as like a vlog. But it won't be a vlog, so it won't be like a live hangout or anything. So it will be a little bit more fancy, a little bit more clear cut. And there, I have 9 things. I'm trying to look for another 10th thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, 9. Okay, I got 9 things to talk about. Let's go and talk about those. So, first and foremost, from the cheapest thing that I have, judging by all this stuff, I don't know which one. Oh, this is cheapest. All right. Starting from the cheapest thing, it's of course my Kindle Touch. The reason why I have this Kindle Touch is because I want to become a more avid reader, and I really am trying to, but it's really difficult. But with the advent of the Kindle Touch having its own text-to-speech feature, I'm able to read books without having to read them. So somebody reads them to me, like the computer reads its stuff to me, and I feel like a baller because I'm getting all this book knowledge without having to read it, and it's great. It's also helping out my confidence as far as wanting to become a reader. So the Kindle Touch is a really nice item. If you guys don't already have one, I do suggest you guys get one. You can also get the Paperwhite if you want something that has backlit. It is not backlit on this, and also it's just a simple little one-button thing. Turn it on. I was reading the Hunger Games because I'm trying to finish that series up. I finally finished the Song of Ice and Fire series, or the Game of Thrones series, and you guys can see I have a whole bunch of other categories. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers. All my books aren't there though. Let me see. Actually, I'm not going to show you guys my books because I have some books that I don't plan on reading, but I think I got for free. And you guys might be saying, CulBlu, why you had that book? And I'd be like, because, bro, I want it. I also have stickers on the back. I don't know why, but I like putting stickers on things. And that's like, if I have electronic, I have stickers there. So my Kindle has a Bubble Guppy sticker, a smiley face, and a I voted sticker because I did vote for or within my country. So I'm a part of the few that chose the current legislators and peoples who are important. Also came with this case. So in total, I paid $30 for this whole entire thing. I bought it used from a very, very, very nice place. Well, it wasn't really all that nice, but it has some really cool tech, and I like going there very often because I'm very cheap with my money. So I got this a while ago. $30 is what I paid for that. Kindle Touch, guys, go check it out. It's really awesome. Next thing, moving in order of how much it cost. I think the next thing would be that was 60. The next thing would be this, and this is something that I've used a few times. I got a little bit of use out of it. I haven't gotten as much use out of it as I wanted to, but this is just a little monitor, just a little USB monitor. It goes through DisplayPort, and for those who don't know what DisplayPort is, basically it's being able to use something that shows you, or something that connects you to a monitor through USB. So this is the connection that it uses to connect to the computer, USB. This is the connection that it uses in the back to connect it to the thing, and this is called the Mimo USB monitor. It is a 7-inch one. This is not the touch version. Really useful in the sense that I was using it. So basically, I was using it as a second monitor at school because when I was at school in my college place, I only had one monitor, and I was very sad because I'm so used to a two-monitor setup. So I'll connect this little small monitor and throw like something that would just be static there. So like if I'm doing homework, I'll throw like the Word document over here and do my work over there on the other side, the bigger monitor. And it was very useful. I didn't like the fact that the screen was so bright, but that's something that you guys can probably overlook. Really nice product. I think I paid $50 for this, so that was a little while ago. Nice, small, compact, really cool. Pretty much everything I have here I would recommend, with the exception of this next thing, which I think this is the next thing in line. This is a Sony crappy camera, that's what I like to call it. The Sony Bloggy, my bad. Sony Bloggy. This thing is kind of really out of date. Like this is like 2008, 2009 when this came out. So I really don't know why I bought it. I actually bought it very recently, and then I went around and turned around and bought a very nice camera. But this is basically a little camcorder. It has a little thing that you can connect to USB. It's for recording blogs and stuff, but the camera quality is actually very crappy, despite the fact that it's 13 megapixels. Or MPG. It's 13 or 14, I don't remember. I don't know. It was a very disappointing buy, but like I said, I paid $50 for it. I think the newer version of this, or the newest version of this, goes for like $230, brand new. And I'm still thinking like, why would I pay for this when I already have the other thing? But this actually I had a purpose in mind for it, but the quality was so bad that I just felt ashamed for using it. And actually, looks like it goes. That doesn't really matter. The sensor on this is pretty crappy. Just know that because it's a little bit older than everything else, and I do not suggest this to anybody. This is, let me turn it on. I like the fact that it turned on very fast. That was one thing I had. It's one redeeming quality. Okay, it turned on very fast at one point in time. Maybe his battery's dead. Okay, there we go. It turned on. There you go. And you guys can't really see it because you're looking through a crappy camera, but that is actually crappy quality on the camera inside of here. And it does videos, does recordings, does blah, and it's you know, like I said, connects directly. Internal storage, I think 16 gigs is what it has inside of it. Not worth the purchase. $50 down the drain. Everything's well spent though. Moving in order of things that I paid for, I think the next expensive thing, would be this. This is a Wacom tablet. This is an Intuos 4. This is the older edition. I think they have newer versions of this. I got this one from that used store that I told you. Pretty much a lot of the stuff I got from that used store because they have a lot of used tech that they go for decent prices. But this is the Intuos 4. It came without a pin, which is why it was a little bit cheaper than the next one I'll show you. But I decided to buy it because the pin itself cost $60, and this tablet itself is actually really nice for drawing stuff. I really kind of sort of regret buying this, because with the simple fact being that the other one that I got, which I'll show you next, because I think it's the next most expensive thing. Actually, no, I showed the Braven. The other thing that I'll show you a little bit later, I paid. Doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what, guys, when it happened, but it had a pin and it does everything that I ever wanted it to do and more. And I was very excited, or very satisfied with that one. And I was very sad that I bought this, and because I bought it from the secondhand store, I couldn't sell it back because it would be a loss of profit. Like I think I paid $60 for this, and I could sell it back for $30. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just hold on to it. So there you go. It was more like an impulse buy because I did want a Wacom tablet, and they had two, and I bought them both at the same time. So anyway, there you go. CulBlu not making the best decisions all the time. Moving to the next thing, which is actually the Braven speaker. I do love the crap out of this thing. This is an awesome speaker, an amazing speaker. I don't know, it speaks for itself. But it's a Bluetooth speaker. It also has a little mic inside of it, so you guys can check out, or so you guys can use it for your headset and stuff. And one of the cool things about it is that it also doubles as a nice little charging thing, so it can give your phone some juice if you guys want to throw it into there. Like you guys have a phone that has dead batteries or something like that, or a phone that's going on dead, you can plug it in, give it a little bit of charge. It'll turn your phone from 0 to I think about 35%. Assume that this is fully charged and not been used, and assume your phone is completely dead. I think it'll take you to about 35%. So it's a decent investment. I think I paid $75 for this, which these usually go for like $130. I think even now they still go for like $120, $115. So this is a really good speaker. It's also IPX5 certified, which means for waterproofing, means that it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. So like to a certain depth, it's like completely infallible to water, and it's really nice, and I really like it. So just a fun fact, you can actually toss this in like a pool of water and let the speaker keep going, and it'll just keep going like nobody's business. Assuming, of course, the cap is on tight enough. I think the cap is where the leaks are coming in through. But if this cap is on and you toss it in some water, and the speaker will just be perfectly fine. So I really like the speaker. Really a nice investment. $75 is what I paid for this, I think. And moving on up, I think I paid $70 for this. This is the second tablet I was talking about. Wacom Intuos Pen and Touch Small is what this one is. This I am extremely satisfied because it exceeded my expectations and more. And like I said, I bought both this tablet and I bought this tablet at the same exact time. The reason why I bought this one was because I want a pen and tablet. This one had the pen, it had everything involved or included. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll get this little cheapo one, and then I'll also buy this one that I'm expecting to be like a super powerful performance one, and just buy a pen a little bit later, just not right now. So that's what the thinking was at the moment. But in actuality, this turned out to be way more than what I expected it to be. You can use it to do some touch stuff. So if you want to use it as a mouse for your hand, you can use this mouse. Your hands do work on this. You can also use the pen to do some drawing type stuff. And you can turn the touch functionality on and off. And because it's a Wacom product, they do have some very high quality stuff with their things. So it does detect that the pen is close by, and it will cancel out your hand pressures and all your hand movements and stuff all over it. Really cool thing. And the reason why I said it exceeded my expectations was because it does have a functionality that I was kind of looking for. I didn't know I'll find it in this, but you can add in a wireless connection to it. So what that basically does is it's just like a little wireless keyboard and mouse, except it's just a wireless. Oh shoot, where's that thing? That's connected to my laptop. It has a little wireless dongle that you can use, or in the kit, that you plug into your computer, laptop device, or whatever, and then this connects to it wirelessly. And I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So it just turned it on, and it's searching for the thing. And of course, it's not going to find it, so it will turn itself off. And also, it comes with the battery. One of the slight disappointments with it, though, was that I had to pay separate for the wireless kit. That's also not only a minus, but it's also a plus, because what that means is that if you just want this for drawing, like a drawing tablet, you don't need anything too fancy, like super wire up Wi-Fi this, super Wi-Fi that. You can just straight up use it for. Hold on. You can just straight up use it for like your wireless mouse needs, and that's really what I wanted it for, because I was looking for a device that I can use on my computer to like do all the things as far as like scrolling around and zooming in and stuff. But then it's something small that I can just move around the room with. And of course I have a wireless keyboard with a touchpad inside, and it's cool, but it requires me to like take out too many things. This I can see myself using this quite a bit, and I have used it quite a bit. And also, I'm an avid drawer. If you guys didn't know that, I like to draw a lot of things, and this tablet is a Wacom tablet, so I do expect a lot, and it does deliver. So this, I paid, like I said, I think I paid $70 for this, and it was more than worth the whole entire price. I think originally the original price, retail price, is like $100, or maybe something a little bit less, like $80 or something like that. So I didn't save that much on it, and by the time I bought the wireless kit, it was like another $40 brand new, and I was whatever. It was worth it. It's a nice investment. So those Wacom tablets. The next thing in the line of things that I have, I think, is this keyboard, which I don't know how well I can show you guys this, but this is the keyboard that I've been wanting for the freaking longest. I'm just gonna take this off. This is the Logitech G710 Plus, and the reason why I wanted this keyboard so bad is because this is a freaking mechanical keyboard, and there's so many redeeming qualities for this keyboard. One of the main things is for those who don't know what mechanical keyboards are, what's so special about them is that they actually have mechanical switches, which means that under each and every single key you have a switch. And just to give you guys a quick comparison, once I give you guys a good view of it, there's a switch. So if I hit that, it will hit the escape button. Each key has an individual switch under it. And the difference between this and another type of keyboard, like a membrane keyboard, is that a membrane keyboard is what a typical keyboard is. So like if you have a laptop, or if you have a generic keyboard that you pay like $15 for, those keyboards will have what they call membranes under them. And basically what that is like you have your keycaps on the top, and you have like this little silicone thing under it. And what that silicone thing does is once you touch down on the key pushes down the silicone thing, and it touches on the circuit board. And that's how it registers a key. And the reason why this is a lot better than one of those is because, one, theoretically, the membrane should wear out very, 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 very soon. Like, their expected lifespan is like a year and a half or something like that. Whereas a mechanical keyboard can last you well past 10 years, mainly because each key has an individual switch, and not each key is used so heavily. Of course, some of your heavier used keys, especially if you play games like your WASD, they might wear a little bit faster on the switch side, but at the same on the same token, they should last you a long time. And on top of that, because it's a switch, it also has an actuation point, so you can actually feel when the keys actually press down instead of kind of guessing, like, okay, I mashed my key down on my membrane keyboard, and it's like, meh. Like, you just feel like meh, like that. But when you get a mechanical keyboard, you feel the feedback in your hand, so when you start pressing down, it's going slowly, a lot of pressure, and then it just drops, and it's like, okay, I pressed it. Good. That's how you know you press on a mechanical keyboard. And it has that benefit, so it helps you type faster. Another thing, we can get to the colors of the switches for those who are a little bit more savvy on the keyboards than others. These are cherry cherry brown switches. My bad. So it's a cherry brown switches, and for those who don't know what that means, that is basically the color of the switch that's under the key. So brown switches are the ones that I wanted because it gives you that feel of the actuation, but it doesn't give you all that noise. Typically, when we say a mechanical keyboard, people think of blue switches. And blue switches are the super loud clicky clacky keys. And when you hear somebody typing, clack, 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 that's like a blue switch. That's a generic blue switch. Red switches, I think are the same loudness, but not as much like push down or different actuation or something like that. That was weird. But a lot of people who have mechanical keyboards love the crap out of their blue switches. I love the crap out of my brown switches because these switches are not loud. Relative to the blue switches. These switches are pretty darn quiet. I'll open up something so I can type. Let's see. Okay. So I'll type. You guys can hear it kind of. It doesn't sound too terribly loud. But blue switches will be like, 5 times louder than that. And that's what I didn't want because I don't like a lot of noise when I type, and I prefer my typing to be like, normal sound of the keyboard. And oh my gosh, it feels beautiful. It's hard to explain, but once you sit down and use a mechanical keyboard for a little bit, you'll feel it. And then you go back to a membrane keyboard, you'll feel like the difference on how mushy it feels. And it's not something that I can I can't live without a mechanical keyboard. But it's something that makes it feel a little bit better, knowing that I have a better typing experience with this. So it's an experience. It's not just something that you can explain. It's hard to explain, but anyway, I say all that to justify the whole entire price tag of this thing, which is $115 is what I paid for this keyboard. And that's on the cheaper side of mechanical keyboards, guys. That is on the cheaper side of the mechanical keyboards. Originally, when I was looking at mechanical keyboards, I was like, oh my god, I got paid more than $100 for a keyboard? What is this? I can just get like 20 keyboards for like 20 times, whatever, 20 times divided by 100, whatever. I can get like that many keyboards for like $5 or something like that. It's like, that's crazy, it's stupid. But then I was like, okay, fine, I got the money, why not just go ahead and buy the keyboard? Say $115 what I paid for that. I am well satisfied with it. My only sadness is that I do not have a lot of time to sit down and play my games anymore, because I do have an actual job and I am forced to work 8 hours a day for money. Actually, 7 hours a day. I got lunch break. I count lunch break in that. For money, and meh. I don't know. My weekends are very comfortable though, because I get to like sit down and click on my keyboard all day. And even then, I just play Dota, which I use 4 keys. Actually, okay, 4 keys plus some numbers here or there. I know. It was worth it. I like this keyboard. If you guys want to check in mechanical keyboards, go check them out. Moving on to the next piece of tech, and next to the last piece of tech is, of course, my Nexus 7. Nothing important. Okay, there's something important here. Okay, there you go. My Nexus 7, this is nothing special about this. This is the first generation Nexus. If you guys are wondering, it's not the fancy second generation one. I really did want a second generation, but I decided to get the first generation because at the time it was a much more valuable buy for me. The first generation was like, or second generation was like $50 more than the first generation, and I was like, okay, I'll just get this one. I just want a tablet that's smaller than the one I had. So here it is, nothing special about it, just a Nexus 7. I don't have to say much about it. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I rarely use it, to be fair, or to be honest, but I will be using it a little bit more now because the next product that I got is going to help it out. But I'll talk about that after I talk about a few of the features of this. Nexus 7, really cool tablet, really nice tablet. I love the fact that it is a small form factor, and I do like smaller things as far as my electronics go. It is decent on battery life, and also the usefulness of it is actually pretty high. It's just I found myself using my laptop way more than I did my Nexus 7, because my Nexus 7 I can only do but so much. And also by the time if my laptop wasn't good enough, I just used my desktop anyway. So it just kind of fell in the cracks of my technology library, and I just kind of left it there. But it did serve me very well, and I will be using it a little bit more now because of my next and last item, which I've been bragging about for the whole entire time. Oh, by the way, like I said, I paid $130, I think, $125 or whatever, for something for this. But next to last thing is, of course, the camera. This thing is like, I don't know what to say. I love this camera. I mean, I've only had it for 3 days, but like that's pretty much, it's pretty much my feels right there. It's like my feels are normally like this, and then my feels when I saw the camera just went like that. My feels just love this camera that much. They just expanded to love this camera. So this camera is the Sony RX100 Mark II. It is super expensive relative to what I have in my library. Like I've said before, $200 is, or sorry, most expensive thing is like $130, which is this. I paid $663 for this plus a lot of accessories. So this camera by itself probably costs roughly $500 right now. The third version is out, and I did not go for that one in the with the trade-off of having more. Sorry, with the trade-off of having more accessories for my camera. So I did decide to go for this instead. I thought it was a better value buy, and this is the second one in the 3 generations that are out at this current point in time. Not much to say about this camera. You can't see much. You will know the difference in quality because I will be recording a lot of my vlogs in the future with this camera, so you will see the quality eventually in my videos. I'll also also re-record my intro video that I was going to post, so you guys can see the higher quality. It's really cool. I can't get into too much details about it because I'm not super into like the camera technicalities yet, but I'm learning very fast. I've watched a lot of videos about aperture, shutter speed, and all that stuff. But for all intents and purposes, just know that this camera is really cool. Has a screen that can do a nice little bendy thing, so articulation. Also, the lens is what they call Zeiss or Carl Zeiss lens, which in the realm of cameras is kind of like the Cadillac of lenses. It is a very high quality lens, very sought after lens, and usually expensive lens. And this lens didn't change the fact that it was still expensive, because it probably, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this lens was the reason why this camera cost $150 more than what you would normally pay for just like a nice little point and shoot. But a lot of redeeming qualities about this camera. It has a 1-inch sensor, which relative to compact cameras is actually pretty ridiculous. Also, It has the ability to shoot in RAW, which relative to cameras, outputs, and pictures outputs and whatnot. Hold on. I'll just say a link, please. Now, so late. Also, relative to pictures, I can shoot in RAW, which means that I can shoot like the exact picture quality. And like, long story short, it shoots a better picture because, or when you shoot in RAW, like it shoots a bigger picture, like a bigger file size wise picture, but it also shoots like more true to life pictures than like JPEG or PNG or I don't even know if camera shooting PNG or anything else like that. Also, it's a 22 or 20.2 megapixels, which relative to cameras, now that I know a little bit more, it doesn't really mean much. It's kind of like a trap amongst cameras. But at the end of the day, guys, this is a very high quality camera, relatively expensive camera. I do love the crap out of it, and I better love the crap out of it because I paid a whole entire $663 for it. And I'm be taking a lot of pictures, and my vlogs are gonna look like baller status, like no lie. So anywho, I also had another piece of tech that was coming in. Sadly, I do not have it with me yet. It's going to be delivered tomorrow. Actually, okay, I had a little bit of drama with that. It's going to be delivered eventually. I have 2 new monitors, and those monitors, I mean like monitors for my computer. So those two new monitors, I think they cost $88 each. So that would be between the price of my tablet, which is down here. It would be between the price of my tablet and also No, I lied. That'll be between the price of the speaker and something that cost $100. What was it? Probably this. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what was more expensive than the speaker. Oh, the keyboard. Somewhere between the keyboard and, no. Yeah, somewhere between the speaker and the keyboard. There you go. So those monitors are Hans monitors. They're 22-inch monitors at 1920 by 1080, so true HD. So I will finally be able to post the other videos that are my commentaries and vlogs and stuff that are actual aspect ratio for a lot of common people. Instead of the 16 by 10 aspect ratio, I'll have the 16 by 9, which a lot of people do have. I will miss a little bit my 16 by 10 because I do enjoy having the extra space, but I can still use one of these monitors. And the reason why I'm doing this is because one of my monitors is broken. I don't know if you guys see this, but I'll see if I can give you guys the best picture possible. There's my dirty desk, and there you go. So this is the monitor I'm using to do my hangout on. There we go, so you guys see that? There's like a bunch of stuff on my desk. So there's the one that works, and here's the one that's broken. And it's just basically a dead capacitor. I can just easily replace the capacitor of it, but I've replaced a capacitor on this. I've replaced a capacitor on these monitors like about 3 times already, and I think it's high time that I just bought some new monitors and called it a day. I can replace a capacitor still and just have a nice 4 monitors, but I decided to just pay my $88 twice, so $168. Give myself 2 new monitors and just call it a day. So anywho, that's really it for all the tech that I have. Like I said, this is just hangout number 1. Or sorry, OnAir number 1. Look at all the tech, and yeah, I do have a lot of random tech that I got, and I have even more to talk about. If I searched hard enough, I can find a lot more. So, like I said, guys, this is for the vlog channel. You guys will be able to watch this a little bit later on the vlog channel. Also, I will be doing eventually, why did I get for every single piece of tech that I talked about in this thing, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about the actual device itself. Also, it'll be a little bit more clear cut and a little bit more straightforward with how I talk about things. But for here, it's just like I said, just random, off the cuff. This is what I have, guys. Look, it's cool. My camera. Look at it. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's like, look. I see you. Click. So anyway, just look at all the random tech, and just to give you guys a quick overview of all the things I talked about, because I'm pretty sure you guys forgot, because I had so much to talk about. We'll start off with the cheapo and just move on up the list. We have my Kindle Touch. We have the Mimo monitor, which is a really nice thing. We also have the Bloggy, which is, I wouldn't recommend to anybody, the Sony Bloggy. Funny, the crappy things by Sony and the very high quality things by Sony. Then moving on, we have this, the Wacom Introducting 4 tablet. I think this is the older version. This one didn't come with a pin, so that's why I got a little bit cheaper than what I had to pay for this one, which is the Wacom Introducting Pin and Touch Small, which I do highly recommend to anybody who wants to have either something that's wireless or they just want to have something that's cheap and lets them do their drawing. Like I said, I think retail's thing goes for like $85, so choose wisely. But it's Wacom, so you're not going to be that disappointed. Of course, I have the Braven speaker, which is actually in my lap. So here's the Braven speaker. Check it out. Really nice sound quality. I've used a few Bluetooth speakers, and I will say that this one does put out some very nice sound, although I've heard better bass in this speaker, which is the iHome speaker. I love this speaker too, but this one is not as cool as this one. I'm sorry. This one puts out more sound. This one puts out better bass. You can take it for what you want to. But sorry, this one was the iHome. My bad. This one's the iHome Bluetooth speaker, the single Bluetooth speaker. Really cool. I retired it. I just use it for like our speaker for my computer now. And the next thing was, of course, the keyboard, the Logitech G710 Plus. Very nice thing. I don't want to throw more words at it, but just know it's mechanical, and I love it. I love it to death. Look at the beauty. It also has macro keys on the side. Got to mention that earlier. And the next to last thing is, of course, the Nexus 7, made by Google. Don't know so much about that. This is the first generation, not the second generation. If it was a second generation, I'd probably have a little bit more fun with it, but I mean, it's still usable, it's still useful. I do still like it. It's the Nexus 7. And the very last thing, of course, is the camera. Just look at it. The Sony RX100 Mark II. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of vlogs in this, and you guys are going to be enjoying the swag of my quality. That's really about it. Oh yeah, the monitors. Honorable mention to the monitors that aren't here because they need to be signed for delivery, but I have to call and do some things for that. So that's really about it. I have no questions in the questions and answers, and I'm actually a little bit surprised, but hey, it's okay. I'll have more Hangouts in the future. If you guys watch this on YouTube a little bit later, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you guys want to know more about some specific piece of tech, definitely leave a comment below. If you guys want to know my opinion on certain things or certain pieces of tech, because I do like to search all kinds of tech out there. Well, okay, not all kinds, but I just love electronics, so chances are I probably looked into it at one point in time. Definitely leave a comment below. If you guys want to recommend some things to me, leave a comment below. If you guys want me to answer for some things, leave a comment below. If you guys want to find out more, leave a comment below. Basically, just leave a comment below if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, and I will most definitely answer back to you, especially on this vlog channel. That's what this vlog channel is for. This is specifically for me interfacing with the community as opposed to just me posting content. So, yeah. That's really for this video. If you guys want to check out my other things, they will be linked somewhere in my description. You guys can check out my YouTube channel, which I post my Dota 2 vlogs, because I am a Dota 2 commentator. It's youtube.com/CulBlu That's CULBLU Dota. If you guys want to check out my vlog channel, which is where this is posted to, you can check out youtube.com/vlogs. That's youtube.com/CulBluVlogs, and that's CulBluVlogs. And the very last one is CastNet, which is a group created to help casters come together, collect, collaborate, and create with one another. That is CastNet YT, which is CASNETYT for YouTube. And just to make sure I said it right, my Dota channel is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CULBLU Dota. I don't know if I said that right. I feel like I did. So that's really it for this video. So like I said, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. I totally didn't say that for Linus. Linus, I love you too, and also you as well, Slick, and you as well, Excel and B-Roll or whatever they call you. Hi, Linus Media Group. Plagiarism. Gotta love it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you guys whenever.